Welcome back, one and all. My name is Mokwe. First, I have to sincerely appreciate all those who sent their feedback about the sound of the immediate past upload. Sometimes trying to be perfect just lands you in trouble. My microphone had some echo in the background, and I subscribed to a platform to edit the echo out of it. And sometimes AI embedded everywhere doesn't give the best outcomes. The sound was great on the platform, but I guess uploading on YouTube was where something went wrong, and the sound was just hideous. And how ironic and embarrassing it is to have mediocre sound on a video that was talking about mediocrity. But I have to sincerely appreciate you for the feedback, especially for those who are new here. So I took my time to get some microphones around. Yeah, here is the mic. So I hope the sound is better now, and we don't have to edit the sound again to risk the error of poor sound. So here we are again in this series. I would like us to discuss a very interesting topic. It is hot burner, but it's been on the series before. It suddenly became hot burners. So I think the coincidence is just perfect. You know, in this series, let me do a quick recap. We talked about contentment first, then we moved to mediocrity. It just makes perfect sense to talk about comparison. Because sometimes when we discuss mediocrity and contentment, we discuss these things in relative terms, against a norm, against a person, against a people, against a standard, and that's where we have to strike the balance. A couple of months ago, someone close to me reached out to me, very disturbed, very troubled about how life has turned out below what they expected. And what I found troubling wasn't that they were troubled, that they haven't gotten the most out of life at the stage they're in, but that they blocked people who seemed to have gotten what they hoped to get on Instagram. And I was taken aback, like, why would you do that? And they said they put them under a lot of pressure. They felt depressed about it. And this person was really sounding depressed, troubled, almost in tears, anxious. So it wasn't the time to preach to them or sermonize them or play the therapist at that point in time. But I was concerned because why? Why did you get yourself to this point in time? It is fine to feel disappointed. It is fine to feel worried, let down, even depressed even, yeah? When things don't work well. Well, that should be because things are not working well for you, not because somebody else has gotten what you hoped you would get. I'm human. I understand where, let's say you're really hoping for something, perhaps desperate for it, and you've done all that is humanly possible to get it, and you don't have it, then somebody who has put in the same measure of effort, or maybe little effort, has gotten it. You might feel, what I would feel is, God, what else do I need to do? I wouldn't feel a tinge of envy or jealousy or animosity towards that person. Because here is where I think there's a problem there. I'm very worried about jealousy and envy. Jealousy is an emotion I don't exactly understand and why people have it. Because why are you comparing yourself to another person? When you compare yourself, your reference point should be yourself. Where you were, where you are, where you ought to be. Think about it like a budget, an actual versus plan, not Taya's budget versus John's budget. No. They have different amounts of money. They have different purposes for their budget. They have different items on their budget. So you cannot compare Taya's budget to John's budget. You can only compare Taya's budget versus Taya's budget planned versus Taya's budget actualized. Or you could even compare Taya's last year's budget versus Taya's this year's budget. In every of the comparison, the reference point is Taya. Again, nobody gets an award for running another person's race. Let's say you're an athlete. You're running 4 by 100 meters. You stick to your lane. Let's say you're representing Canada. You don't grab a Jamaican jersey and start running for jersey on a 2 by 1000 race, if that even exists. You stick to your race, you follow the rules, and that's when you are guaranteed to have a trophy if you run your race well. You're not running another person's race. You cannot copy what they're doing. You cannot wish for their life. Another reason why I think comparison is not even wise is that it's an insult to you. I'm going to give you a quick story. I looked through an old friend's Twitter at some point. They posted something actually. And I was like, oh, wow, this is great, amazing. I wonder how she could achieve all of this at this time frame. Then I just looked through her media and I saw her grandmother at over 90 celebrating her birthday, destination birthday. So I looked further into the background for the celebration and I saw this grandmother, when she was 30, she had a master's from one of the prestigious universities in the United States. Now here is you. You are her grandmother in your own lineage. You are the first person to break such barriers. You are the first person to achieve such greatness. You are the first person making the way for other people coming after you. And here you are, insulting your own journey by comparing your journey to hers. My goodness, you are the ancestor she's looking up to. You should honor yourself some more. And here's the danger in comparison. Is the thief of time, the thief of opportunities. It is the thief of wisdom. It is the prelude to all sorts of animosities, hate, even murders. You have no idea what jealous people could do because they wish they had your life. I haven't seen many people block celebrities because they achieved things they wish they achieved. Maybe Kim Kardashian or Kylie Jenner would say otherwise because people spectacularly just have intense hatred towards them. But on average, you're blocking your friends, your siblings, the people that are immediate in your life for achieving things that you wouldn't block those who are distant from you from. So is it really because you're sad or wish you had it, or are you actually in envy and in jealousy by comparing yourself? Recently, it became a big conversation on Twitter when someone said that she blocked her roommate or something, maybe ex-roommate, because she was doing well. Within 6 months, she began to do really well, began to live the life she wished she lived. And listen, when she broke down this life that she wished she lived, it wasn't anything super spectacular, but she admitted that she felt jealous, that she's living the life she should live, and she blocked her. Many people have been poisoned by their own friends just because this person wished for your life. Cain and Abel. I always like Bible references because the stories are just timeless. Cain killed Abel, his own younger brother, because he wished it was his sacrifice, his offering that got accepted. Let me tell you how a decent Cain would have played that out. If you saw that you both offered sacrifices and one was accepted and the other was rejected, it's either you go to God for feedback, what am I not doing right? Or you ask Abel, what did you do right? Could you show me? Then you try it again and see if it would get accepted. On the surface, we could see from the story that Cain offered crops and Abel offered animals. That's something Cain could have learned and done better, and they both would have survived and thrived. But when jealousy came into him, hatred followed, and death was the end point. And the story has repeated itself all across our humanity. A friend of mine lost his very good friend recently. He was murdered because somebody was jealous of him. And when you start comparing yourself to other people, jealousy creeps into your heart and you do not want to nurse it. It is a monster you do not want to nurse. I've heard people give a rebuttal saying, yeah, after all, God says he's a jealous God. Is that a bad emotion to have? You're not God. You are not God. There are certain things that make humans narcissistic because they are like divine. When humans attribute those things to themselves, we just malfunction. We don't have the operating system to house certain emotions, certain traits. We do not have enough capacity to self-regulate in that regard. Things just consume us in totality, and that's why it's good for emotions and traits like love, kindness, self-control to be the things that consume you and not anger, jealousy, and such kind of things. That's even why God in His wisdom must have told us to leave vengeance for Him. Because imagine if somebody slaps you and you want to exact yourself, you could kill them. But that is not justice. Penalizing the slap by executing the person is not justice. It does not balance. So I want to challenge you today. You did not receive an award for running another person's race. You are only celebrated for running your race. Unfortunately for us, we don't even know what that race feels like or looks like until we get to the end of it. It is then a disservice for you while you are on that race to keep your eyes on people around you, monitoring what they do and feeling some type of way. Celebrate your own victories. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your win. Take periodic stock, maybe every quarter, every half year, or every year, every 5 years, every 10 years. Where am I? Where do I desire to be? What do I need to do to get there? That's exactly how to win. I have seen people relocate themselves to different countries, gotten into marriages that shouldn't even be spoken about just because they were running their friend's race. No fulfillment you have at the end of your life is worth more than the rat race, another person's race you run while at it. I'm not at the end of my life yet. I'm not advanced in age, but I will know this because I talk to people, old and young, and I'm very much interested in what elderly people feel because they have the privilege of hindsight and they can give us counsel. So as we run ahead, we don't run useless race. We don't run in vain. Don't compare yourself to other people. Have some respect for your own race and run diligently so that you may win the crown that's prepared for you. For you, it is yours. Don't give it away. Let's talk again some other time. Have a blessed day. Bye.